David Foster Wallace versus Mark Fisher.
Fisher, what's the difference?
Yes.
David Foster Wallace could be considered a modernist who is going against postmodernity.
New sincerity.
Yes, and that basically was an attempt to save modernity, influenced by Harold Bloom, which we were talking about. And what he was trying to say is that the new sincerity movement are people who do enjoy postmodern works and everything going around, but you must be, what he's called sincere with your actions against postmodern eclecticism, irony, whatever, and be in the lines of, Ezra Pound, Yeats, but in, 1990? So, but the funny part about Wallace is that he's infusing these neoliberal values together. We are not openly right-wing and you're not openly left-wing. You're just an intellect that's a part of this book club and you're a creative artist. So that's where the pretension comes in. Now to Mark Fisher. Mark Fisher is openly left-wing. And he's basically, he enjoys everything from communism to anarchy, all of that. And being an English major of visual culture, he understands that Wallace is problematic because he defeats anyone who's politically open and ideological and says, no, you just have to be a sincere intellect. And so Fisher's kind of an answer to Wallace in that if you really read Wallace, you should really just call yourself left, in a subculture and in semantics and all that. You can't treat Wallace or the class of modernity seriously unless you belong to some Hegelian Marxist canon. And otherwise, Wallace is nothing more than a part of the paradigm of capitalist realism, this subculture of modernity that, is class antagonist based, as I was just saying before about the problems of Harold Bloom. And Fisher is really like an openly left-wing version of David Foster Wallace. He's really saying, exit the vampire castle so you can just be an intellect, but this time just call yourself left. Don't be ambiguous and neoliberal about it. And so, but I do think they're the same people, and the conclusion of the modernity canon seems to be now just an openly left-wing, but flirtating with the neoliberal system. So that's why we still have a problem with the postmodern stuff infusing with leftoidism, is because that still carries the baggage of Black Lives Matter, about women hating on men, about hating yourself because you're white. That's still invested in Fisher, because all that comes from postmodernity, and you call yourself left, then it's like, again, more semantics are to follow in that confusion, and that opens up a bigger can of worms. So yeah, difference between Wallace and Fisher. Fisher's just an updated version. He's saying that Wallace is just now left-wing and that we're all left, supposedly.